All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter. That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Amendola. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes the Texans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Hunt. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
319!
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Fine, yeah. Zoom.
Rodgers going to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
319. Hey, take 26. Line left.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, it's Drake. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the give, this is Drake. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now a handoff for Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's Hunt. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers to throw on second down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, 319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A first half update now from Philadelphia. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jack 16. 4 down, check, 4 down. Snickers, 66.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
You good? He's coming across.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Let's go. 77. Whoa! Kings. Hey! Good job, guys.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
AB. Kings. 50.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. It hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Rodgers. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. And that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hey, Snickers! Snickers!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Roethlisberger will throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They open the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Let's go, come on. Green 19.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Rodgers. Green's got it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. angry.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game. And no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A very solid gain of 27. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey! Double. Take 2 of them. Monday. Hey!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check. Presto. Double. Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike, no.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And this one's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Jack 16. Big. Show that bench release and go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his target. That's more. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And now out come the Giants. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Show that bench release and go. Jack 16.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Jack 16.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going certain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Zoom. Oko, over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say? 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the roll color shirt.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sheldon Day breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
58!
They'll run. This is Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
18. Oko over here. Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going left side, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rodgers looking to throw to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot.